Quantum Beast. This game has a parry, so it makes it into parry review. So this is a good game, but it reminds me a lot of Spirit X Strike, and I consider Spirit X Strike to be better than this game. So it has a block, and you can block in all directions, and if you time your block with the enemy's attack, you will perfect block, and we will call that a parry. So when you're fighting regular enemies, right, at the beginning of the game when you're just fighting mobs, it's fine, like the jank is negligible. But then I'm going to show you later on when you fight the boss, there's like these lingering hitboxes that really turn up the jank in this game. And I'm talking lingering hitboxes that shouldn't be lingering. And even though this game does have a parry, what this game wants you to do more than anything, it wants you to juggle enemies in the air. Not exactly like Devil May Cry, because that would be too exaggerated, but the game does want you, rather than to outright parry enemies, the game wants you to like interrupt enemies before they even attack. And it expects you to do that by kicking enemies. There's also weapons you can use, like guns and a staff. There's even a sword later on, but I just rather... It just feels cooler to use my fists. I don't know why, but it just does. So you can parry in all directions, right? So let's give it just 6 out of 10 on the parry metric. But on the fun and enjoyment scale, I'm going to leave this game at a 5. So I'm going to show you the boss footage so you can see what I'm talking about and why I'm giving this game a 5 out of 10 on the fun and enjoyment scale. So this is the boss, right? And his initial few attacks, you know, I can parry like his initial attack, but then he does like this spin attack. And this is when you realize that the game wants you to parry some attacks. It doesn't want you to parry all attacks. And so we return to the points discussed in the video I uploaded yesterday about the parry tier list and how Lies of P was at the top of a 15 game parry tier list. And the list is loaded with great games. And out of all those great games, Lies of P comes out on top. Why is that? Because you can parry everything in Lies of P. You can parry every single little thing. You can parry like the biggest attack or the smallest attack. It doesn't matter. If it exists, you can parry it. And the only thing that you cannot parry in Lies of P are grab attacks. And that is perfectly fine, and it is completely fair. So basically, in Lies of P, you can parry 99% of attacks. Games like this one, Quantum Beast, games that are good but are like, they're not all there, they give you the option of parrying. They present the option of parrying, but it's more a gimmick than an actual mechanic. Whereas Lies of P takes its parry very seriously by allowing you to parry 99% of attacks. I know not all games can be Lies of P, but this is parry reviews, okay? This is what we do here. We love parrying. I shouldn't have to keep explaining myself about this. If you have a game, and I give your game a low score, something was up with the combat, and something was up with the parry. And developers, I'm telling you, you need to lock in. Lock in right now, okay? And make your parries good. Because this game right here, Quantum Beast, has all the makings of a good game, but it just doesn't deliver. Like, after a few minutes of playing it, the game starts falling off. Not in a unforgivable, egregious way. But it's like I said at the start of the video, just Spirit X Strike is a better game. It's like the exact same formula that this game offers, but better. You probably saw in my game footage right now that there's like a teleportation thing. You can like teleport towards the enemy. Spirit X Strike has that, and it has it in abundance as well. This is still a good game. I'm not gonna just dunk it in the garbage. So I'm sticking with the 6 out of 10 on the parry metric and the 5 out of 10 on the fun and enjoyment scale. Which is a shame because I really wanted to like this game. As soon as I started playing this game, I was excited, you know, I can't wait to see what this game has to offer because I'm already liking it. And then, like, slowly but surely, and I was like, okay. So, like, I curbed my standards, right? And 5 out of 10 isn't a terrible score. It is, though, an average score. It's a pretty average score. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to go back to playing Lies of P. Because Lies of P exists, I can therefore play it. Because that's what I do with my time. Whenever I'm not working or reviewing games, I'm playing games that I actually like. I'm not gonna force myself to keep playing this game, and neither should you, which is why I do these reviews, so you save your money. But whatever, so thanks for watching, take care, and enjoy. One last thing I forgot to mention. This game says that it has a counter, or like a counter attack. It does not. I know the game says that it has a counter. It does not. Not by my standards. This game does not have a counter attack. It has an execution. When you deplete the enemy's posture, you can execute them. But this game does not have a counter attack. You can interrupt enemies before they attack. As they start up their attack, you can interrupt them, but I really don't consider that a counter attack.